Did I want to go to a cross? Who's kidding who? Of course I didn't. All my life, all my professional life, I lived in fear of getting caught. I knew if my means of earning a living were proven true, I would be killed. And who in their right mind wants to die, especially when there's so much loot to gain? But I did get caught. I knew I shouldn't have tried to rob that Pharisee. He was too strong and smart, but he was filthy rich, and I couldn't resist. Okay, so it was my own greed that did me in. But I wonder how different he and I really are. When they nailed me to that cross, I cursed the soldiers and spat in their faces. But that was just the front. I knew I was getting what I deserved. I had broken both Jewish and Roman law. There were two other guys getting hung up that day. One guy looked and acted pretty much like me, but the other was different, really different. He took the abuse patiently, quietly. It was almost as if he were a parent dealing with a tantrum that he knew would pass. He didn't scream when the nails hit him. He never cursed the pain, not once, not even with one of the legal oaths. Then, once up on the cross, he started quoting from the scrolls. I never paid much attention when I went to the temple, and I didn't listen much in the synagogue. But any Jew worth his salt knows the sound of those words, knows the tone of the scriptures. Even through his pain, I heard more authority in his voice than I'd ever heard from a rabbi. But when he asked God to forgive us, all of us who were present to see his suffering, that's when I broke. I wasn't thinking of others in my pain. I was only thinking of myself. He could think beyond the moment. He could love while he died. Something cracked inside me. The hard heart fell apart, and I knew that the stories were true. This was the Messiah. So I asked him to remember me. He knew what I meant. I was sorry, so sorry for the life I had led, sorry for the people I'd stolen from. I wish I could have lived in such a way that he would have approved. I would have followed him anywhere. But when he looked at me, it was like he was saying, it didn't matter anymore. Somehow, he had already made it right.